We're going to talk about the best Medicare supplement plan for 2022, also known as the best Medigap plan. So if you're new to Medicare, first thing to understand is Medicare Supplement and Medigap is exactly the same thing, just two names for the same product. But we're going to go through what I think is the best Medicare supplement plan for 2022. And if you happen to be new here, I'm Keith Armbrecht, founder of Medicare on Video, and I help people across the country make the right Medicare choices, and I can absolutely help you as well. As you can see, I've been doing this for a while. So this is my video back in 2015 where I'm talking about the best choices in Medicare. And since then, I've helped well over 4,000 people make the right Medicare choice, and I can absolutely help you as well. One of the best parts of my job and what I do is once we get into Medicare, I don't get any customer service calls. So it's kind of crazy to have that many clients. And literally, if I get one or two a month, it's a lot. And the reason for that is we make the right choices going into Medicare. And that's exactly what we want to do, is make sure you get it right from the beginning, and then everything works as well as it should. So that's what I'll do, is I'll tell you exactly what I think is the best way to go. And I won't tell you anything different than that. So if you don't agree with me, that might be okay, but I probably won't be the one to help you. I tell you exactly, with years of experience, exactly what I think you should do, and chances are you're going to find that that's the right way to go. So hopefully that'll make you comfortable with your choice, and that way going into Medicare. And obviously it's a big decision because it's going to be with you the rest of your life. So we want to make sure that we get it right. So join the other 4,000 plus happy customers, and we'll make sure we put you on the right path into Medicare. So let's get into the Medicare supplement choices. But first, a gift for you. Download my book, Medicare Made Clear. I spent a lot of time and effort on this book. I give it away for free so that you have everything that you need. And you can see I cover just about every piece of Medicare in the book. I also have videos throughout the book where I explain everything to you so you don't have to read through all the information. It's just very helpful, but not only now, but in the future. So visit MedicareOnVideo.com/free book. You can download it right now, and it's yours to keep going forward. So I hope you find that very helpful. Jumping right into Medicare supplement plans. So if you come into Medicare and you stay on original Medicare, Part A, Part B, which I absolutely 100% recommend, it's going to make you happy down the road, then you'll likely get a Medicare supplement plan that covers what A and B do not. So that's important to understand. A and B are pretty good coverage, but there's some holes, and then the biggest problem with B, and I've got videos explaining A and B, but that there's no stop. So there's a 20% coinsurance that has no limit to it. We don't want that. We want to make sure that we have very low out-of-pocket, and we do it in a way that protects everything that we have going forward. So that's why we need a Medicare supplement plan. So when you look at the choices for Medicare supplements, and you're going to find it's crazy. They make this as complicated as they possibly can to confuse us so we don't know what to do. So you can see here on the chart, there's actually 12 choices. You can see 11 here. There's actually 12 choices of Medicare supplement plans. They run through the alphabet in names. Some letters are missing. Some used to be there. There aren't any there anymore. But anyway, it's really unnecessary information. We're going to break it down to really 3 plans. Those are the 3 that you need to understand. You really only need 2 now, but the 3 that are the ones that are important are Plan F, Plan G, and Plan N. Now there's some sub-plans that are also important, FHD or GHD in certain states. I get into that in some specific videos. So again, we want to make sure we get exactly what you should have where you are located. So that's what we're going to do right now. So we're going to go through these plans so that you understand them, and then it makes it easy to make your choice. And again, I'll tell you exactly what I think you should do. So when you look at Plan F used to be the #1 plan. So it's kind of the Cadillac, the gold standard of Medicare supplement plans. And really the reason that it was, number one, it had 100% coverage. So in other words, you had 0 out of pocket through the year. So that's terrific in most cases, or it sounds terrific. The problem is the premium. So if you go with a plan that pays 100% of everything, the premium's obviously going to be higher. But the reason that most people in the past were on Plan F, and I can guarantee if you talk to anybody that's 5 years or sooner or older in Medicare, you're going to find likelihood that they're on Plan F. And the reason is agents love to sell it because it's so easy to sell. There's no out-of-pocket. Covers 100% of everything. And guess what? Also pays a big commission to that agent. So there's a couple different reasons that it has been the standard bearer of Medicare supplement plans, but no longer. So Congress, a couple years ago, made it so that Plan F is no longer available if you're just now coming into Medicare. But that's okay, because I can promise you, even before that, of the thousands that I have, if I had 2 people on Plan F, that was a lot, because it doesn't provide the best value. So it's easy to sell, but it doesn't provide the best value. The next plan, which is now kind of the standard bearer of Medicare supplement plans, is Medicare Plan G. And if you've watched videos, and you'll find all sorts of experts out there trying to tell you what you should do or shouldn't do, but Plan G is terrific. So it is exactly the same as Plan F, except it has a little deductible. And I can tell you, it is a little deductible. Right now, they've come out with the numbers for 2022, the estimated increases that they're going to have in premiums and things like that. Plan G right now is looking like it's going to have a $217 annual deductible. And then that's it. Then it pays 100% of everything after that. So in the worst year, if you get hit by a bus and you're on Plan G, you're going to be out of pocket $217. Medicare is going to pay the rest of your medical expenses, and then each January it's going to reset. So you're going to be on the hook for another $217. I can guarantee you, whatever health insurance you're on right now, you have a much higher than $217 deductible. So fantastic plan. And again, as long as the premium lines up, and it does in most cases, I want to say a lot of cases, but most cases, most areas of the country, Plan G is the best value. But sometimes it's higher in price, and there's not really a great explanation for why it's higher in price, and I'll tell you what I think the difference should be. But if it happens to come out that way, then we're going to look at Plan N. So Plan N is the third of those 3 choices. Also terrific coverage with very low out-of-pocket, but also a lower premium. So it doesn't cost as much per month on a premium basis. And when we talk about premiums, understand G or N, whichever plan it is, our aim is to get somewhere near $100 a month for your supplement. Now, if we can get it to G, that's great. If it happens to be N, that's okay too, but that's kind of the goal. It's going to be somewhere between $90 and $120 a month, depending upon what part of the country you're in. But if N shows up as the better value, so N is the exact same as G, which is the exact same as F. G has that little deductible of $217. N also has that little deductible of $217. And in addition to the deductible, has a copay. When you go to the doctor, it's going to cost you $20 copay. So that's not too big a deal if we're saving enough on premium to make up for whatever that copay might cost over the year. It also has a $50 copay when you go to the emergency room, which, again, pretty rare in happening. And if our premium is low enough, it's okay to have a $50 copay if we have to go to the emergency room. Now, where N gets a little bit in the gray area is right now, N does not cover what's considered excess charges. And I have a whole video on excess charges, but the long and the short of it is when you go to the doctor, there's 2 types of contracts they can have. They can either take Medicare assignment or not, or they just accept Medicare. So if they take Medicare assignment, then they agree to take what Medicare is going to pay them as payment in full. If they don't take assignment, then they have the ability to bill you 15% above what Medicare pays them, which again, it sounds worse than it really is. Number one, super rare to ever run into it. Number two, if you do, it's not a big number. So let's say you went to the doctor and it were a $100 office charge, which is not going to be that under Medicare. Medicare has some pretty low reimbursement rates. You'd have to pay 15% or $15 higher than what Medicare is paying, if in fact that were the case with a doctor that did not take Medicare assignment. But statistics show that somewhere around 92% take Medicare assignment, so pretty rare to run into that. So when you have your choices, your breakdowns, you have Plan F, which if you're just coming in Medicare, is not available anymore anyway. Plan G, $217 out of pocket for the year. I mean, crazy low out of pocket for the year, which is why I don't ever get any phone calls on customer service, because they go to the doctor, they go to the hospital, it's paid for. There's no gray area or complication or approvals. With a Medicare supplement plan on original Medicare, you can go to any doctor, any hospital, anywhere in the country that takes Medicare, give them your cards, and that's exactly what's going to happen, is it does exactly what it's supposed to do. Plan N, that same $217 deductible, $20 copay if you go to the doctor, $50 copay if you go to the emergency room, and then we just need to understand excess charges so that we can be educated and maybe ask the office staff, do you take Medicare assignment? But we can walk all through that with you. So give me a call, send me an email. We'll make sure that you get exactly what is the right choice in your zip code. And then we have the GHD and FHD, which I talked about before. So the HD stands for high deductible. So it has a much higher deductible. Right now it's $2,370 a year. Whole lot more than that $217. But the premium on these plans can be significantly less. And in certain states like New York and Connecticut and Vermont, and there are a couple other states where premiums for G and M are significantly higher than the rest of the country because of some of the additional benefits or rights that those states give you. It makes the premiums go higher, but it also brings in this option where you might save $2,000 a year in premium to take on a $2,300 deductible. That makes a lot of sense when that's the case. So, but again, just takes a walkthrough. So we need to really personalize it to you so that we understand and make sure you understand exactly what you have. And if it's the right choice, that's the way to go. So that is my goal, put you in the right place, going into Medicare, and you won't have any problems going forward. The only time we'll be talking to each other is when we're going to do a review to see if we can save you more money on your Medicare supplement plan year after year. And I have another website called Medicare Price Check where we do that, make it easy for you to just compare it every year to see if we can lower the cost of the Medicare supplement that you already have. So that gives you a pretty good overview of Medicare supplements in 2022, also called Medigap Plans in 2022. And again, this is what we do all day, every day. You can be one of the 4,000 happy customers that just have it go the way it's supposed to go. So I hope you found all this helpful. I hope you download my book. Please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you get updates to the videos as they come out. And I hope you have a fantastic day. Hey, don't go anywhere. These are some of my most recent videos right here. You can also find the link right below this video to download my book, Medicare Made Clear, absolutely free. You can also subscribe to my channel right here. So please download my book, watch some videos, subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.